I live in Ireland, but I've barely seen the world, so today I'm starting a new game, the World Travel Fund. The mission? Earn enough cash for a trip to Lanzarote with my wife, but there is a catch. No paycheck money. I can only use side hustles, tips, gigs, only one of my drum teaching days, and pure suffering.
I've made money, but at what cost? I'm tired and I want to smoke.
I have 7 days to see how much I can earn, and it all starts right now. A year ago, I uprooted my whole life living in Canada and I moved to Ireland, and over this year of vlogging my life, I've experienced so many things, but I want to do more. But after a year of doing this, on top of wanting to see more of the country, I want to just travel the world and play really sick gigs with the metal acts that I play with as well. But here's the thing. How much money do we have in the bank account? Less than €100, basically. So I'm starting a travel fund with €0. I work 3 jobs and have 3 bands. Now, one of those days goes actually into savings, so that can contribute to it. But that's the only day. The rest of it has to go to life. There is one thing though. Where is it? There we go. I have a bit of tip money. I counted this a little while ago, and there's €100 in tips here that I've saved over the last little bit, so we're starting not from scratch at least. Welcome to my hustle to try to see the world a bit more and see Ireland a bit more, so let's get to it. So I headed out to my teaching gig today, and immediately, the first challenge. My brain is screaming for caffeine. This costs €3. That's part of the vacation budget. I asked myself, does the short-term buzz outweigh the long-term goal? We're not doing it. We're not getting one today. Nope. The answer is no. I keep the €3 and I choose the headache. I am now entering phase 1 of caffeine withdrawal. I hate this. Why am I doing this again? Think about Spain, Sterl. Think about the wife. Drinks and boning in the hotel, buddy. Drinks and boning. Motivation restored. Time for the main event. Teaching. 4 hours of students, many paradiddles. I'm trying to avoid spending money on food too, which means we have these high protein yogurts which will keep me going. It's not amazing, but hey man, a penny saved is a penny earned. So I think with everything said and done, I should be able to save about €50 and I can put that towards the vacation. So yeah, this is good. This is a good start, you know? You gotta start from somewhere. Now, of course I earned way more from my teaching shift today, but I don't know what's gonna come up with the holiday season around the corner, so I can comfortably save €50. All in all, the math, €100 to start, €50 in wages, and €3 in suffering. In total, €153. That comfortably covers the flight deposit, but the rest of the trip, that's a problem for tomorrow. I need to get to band practice across Dublin. The easy way? Uber. The cost? About €50. If I take an Uber there and back and spend that money, the travel fund takes a huge hit, so I chose the hard way. Taking the bus. I'm hauling about 50 pounds of drum gear over 2 buses, and my spine is screaming at me. What keeps me going though? The promise of my wife's coddle waiting at home. I would end literal bloodlines for that stew.
Well, I made it. That was incredibly difficult. All just to save a buck, just to save a couple bucks, but at the very least the route I picked has like the least amount of walking transfers possible, so thankfully it should be easy enough to get there. This was the hardest part.
And I finally reached my destination, rehearsing with one of the sickest bands in Ireland, Cruachan. On top of that, look at the Christmas spirit in the studio. It's a drum set wrapped in Christmas shite. What more do you want? I've been hanging with Cruachan for a bit, and they decided to bring me on to help them with future gigs. Plus, they are also lovely people. Anyway, I smashed the set, and I'm incredibly sore from carrying everything, but hey, the math checks out. Both Ubers would have run around €50. I took the bus for €4, and that's 46 saved by sheer brute force. This didn't get added to the travel fund, but I sure as hell saved a lot, and I got to enjoy the coddle at the end of the night, so the grind continues tomorrow. Hello, it is Wednesday. Today I gotta teach drums, but I can't put any of the money that I'm earning towards any type of vacation or travel goals here, because I also just gotta work to live. But, we're gonna establish a new rule. A penny saved is a penny earned. Basically, I don't think I'm saving up fast enough, so if I cut out some of these things that are just like habitual for me, I can put even just an extra 10 euro into a fund that I can use down the road, and it'll make my life easier, and I get to make better videos from it. I'm trying to smoke less, and I'm trying to drink less energy drinks, and just have a few creature comforts that I can just cut out so I can save money. So that's the plan. I gotta head to work, so we're gonna go do that now. As I walk to work, a dark cloud looms over me. It has a name, withdrawal. My dependence on caffeine and nicotine is tragic. It's the ultimate alternative kid trap, and I walked right into it like a dummy. Then I faced it, the shop. My brain is yelling at me to go in. It really wants the buzz, but I did the math. A coffee and a vape cost 10 euros and 15 cents. I genuinely almost broke, but I chose the travel fund. I can assault my lungs in Lanzarote. Today, I will attack my willpower. I walked away. A victory for the wallet, a defeat for my sanity. I've made money, but at what cost? I'm tired and I want to smoke. As I stood there and work, I am crashing. I have bags under my eyes. But it is jarring how much money you find when you stop setting it on fire on a temporary buzz. Officially right here, 10.15 shoved into the travel fund. For the math, we didn't spend 10.15 on vices, so we add it to the pot. Current total now, 163 euros and 15 cents. You guys, I am literally half quitting smoking for this video. You better subscribe. Either way, as I got home, haggard, shaking, and richer, day 3 is completed. I'll see you tomorrow. And it's morning. Today we're doing the Rock Museum tour guide job. Sometimes people leave tips. It's not an obligation, but it does help, and if it does, it goes towards the travel fund. Ignore the laundry, by the way, that's the Irish home for you. There's no dryer in here, but keeping with the penny saved, penny earned rule. 3.15 is normally what I'd spend on a scone and an energy drink going to work, so instead, it's going to the travel fund, so here's our total. It's amazing what happens when you just cut out all your creature comforts and suffer. The goal is simple here. Hustle for some tips. Now, tips aren't required, but occasionally people do feel generous, and I'm grateful because this is how I girl math myself a free vacation. My job is to guide tourists through Irish music history and talk about Thin Lizzy and Bono and stuff. It's a fun little side hustle, but today I want to see if I can take home something extra. So as I set up everything and did the first tour, I circled back to the gift shop, and would you look at that? A couple fivers were left over. And as I did the second tour before lunch break, people were feeling quite generous today, so I walked away with a bit more, actually. Oh, hell yeah. It's lunchtime. I got another 10 euro. This is crazy. I haven't gotten tips in a while, because normally it's Europe. People don't tip. This is great, because this brings us down to a total of 20 euro acquired today. Now, the last couple tours were dry, no tips, but who cares? Walking away with an extra 20 euro is savage. I need just shy of about 400 euro to pull this Lanzarote trip off, and we're almost halfway there. But Friday is looming, so let's see what the weekend brings. Alright, so we're on day 5. 2 things are happening today. One is it's the toy show, which is a big thing in Ireland. Everybody watches it. All the kids open up toys and whatnot, so I got to go to my mother-in-law's tonight. The other thing is I'm teaching today, but this is money I can't put towards a travel fund, but at the very least, I am not buying another energy drink, so you know what? There's at least another 2.15 being put into the travel fund one way or the other. And it is done. It's not much, but my goodness, does it add up fast when you look at it at the end of the week. Anywho, I gotta head to work now, and then I meet up with my wife afterwards, and then we head to my mother-in-law's to go watch the toy show and eat food and have snacks, so good day. And with that, I headed off to teach more kids how to hit things with sticks. Today, I didn't save that much, but who cares? After kicking my own ass for a week, heading to my mother-in-law's with my wife for drinks and holiday cheer is not a bad deal in the slightest. And when I got there was a lovely spread, pajamas ready to go, drinks were ready, and we just sat there and watched kids talk about their favorite toys. It was a great evening, and with 2 days left to hustle as much money as possible, the walls were closing in, so over the next 2 days, it's my goal to do as much or as little as I can to keep or gain more money for the travel fund. There are no shifts, no tours, and no tips today. Since I can't really save anything, instead I have to not spend anything. I made a pack lunch because that'll save me a few quid, so that's like a virtual profit, even though I'm not getting anything. At least I'm saving money. Next stop is rehearsal with my original band, so this is a long gameplay. We have a gig coming up in a week and some. Best case scenario, we make some money for the fund. Worst case scenario, we make nothing. Original bands are notorious for paying an exposure until you get established, but you gotta put the work in to get the chance, so we drilled the set for about 5 hours.
Sorry. Oh, thank God it's not me.
All in all, Saturday is done. I spent €0 and the fund is protected. And as I got home and relaxed on Saturday night, there was only one day left to push this number as high as possible. Last day. I'm very tired. We made it. Sunday, the final day. The goal is the same as Thursday, hustle for tips, but there's a problem. I usually start the day by saving money on coffee, but honestly, I'm waiting for a paycheck. I literally can't set aside anything else because there's nothing to set aside. This means today I have to go on the offensive. I need generosity. I started the grind, but I realized today is a dry day. It's nearing Christmas. People are saving for families and flights home. Wallets are tight, I get it, but goddammit, I gotta try still. Tour 1 resulted in nothing. Tour 2, nothing. I need to get the tour group now. There's 5 people, so I don't know, we might make some tips, we'll see. So I had to panic pivot. I quadrupled down on the charm. More jokes, more facts, more personality, more. But nothing seemed to work. The next tour, nothing as well. It felt hopeless. I had one last shot to walk away with something for the week. So I gave it my absolute best, and as I did my final double back to the gift shop expecting nothing, then this happened. Got a $5. Unreal. Against the odds, we scraped a win. Another €5 in the pot, bringing the grand total to €193.45. This week was grueling. 2 band practices, teaching shifts, family time, day job, all the while dealing with caffeine withdrawals and nicotine crash outs. But would you look at that? I started with 0, and I walk away now with almost €200. This was a win, and it proved if you're willing to put in the work and cut out the daily habits, the goal moves closer. And this was just step 1. The dream is to play more gigs, see the world, and make videos about it. So if you like this and want to see more, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time.